Hey, what's going on, guys? Lord Zoot here, back with another video for y'all, and today we're gonna be showing y'all some more Yorick Jungle. I know some people have been asking me to upload some more Yorick content, so what I'm here to do. Starting off level one, we're gonna be pretty simple. You're not gonna want to do anything crazy. Just set up your vision, make sure you're not getting invaded. You always want to start your red side here, and if you don't have your bot lane to leash, you want to start your race, and then get your level 2 that way. You also can pick up your goals that way. Because we have bot side, we didn't really get a good leash from our bot this game, which is perfectly fine. We're just gonna be a little bit slower on our clears. So pay attention to the way I'm doing cruds here. This is what you want to do. Get all your cruds on your second cam. So you want to Q auto the big crud, and then keep autoing the big crud until your Q's on 4 seconds. And then you want to start attacking the small crud. Make sure you last hit it with your Q. And then you want to save both your abilities and then kill the big crud. And then you want to queue the small cruds that spawn out of the big crud. And that's how you get all 4 ghouls. Yeah, I'm not sure how fast, how much faster it is to get all 4 ghouls here. I just like to get the setup early. It does help, help you clear your cams as fast as possible coming up. Early in the game, it's not really that much of a difference. You're gonna pretty much be on the same rotation as their jungler. It's just that once you get later in the game, and you keep prioritizing your clears, you're gonna be able to gain an advantage and get more camps in their jung. But yeah, looking at mid lane, we see the Eve actually skipped her camps to gank mid, and she does get the kill there. Really don't expect an Eve to be that aggressive early. But you just want to make sure you're just spotting stuff like this. So we see top lane, Teemo's playing pretty aggressively and low. We try to ping our top to back up, but unfortunately Teemo flashes ours to get the kill, which in turn lets us secure the kill on them. So because Eve ganked mid early, we know that she's going to be a little behind on her clears. So we come in and try and steal this camp here, but she's too smart. She knows the game, man. So she skips her red and actually saves her cruds. And I mean, with her top lane resetting and her mid lane probably being able to rotate faster than ours, we just want to get out of there. We don't want to get too greedy. Yeah, so with the kill in top lane, our first back, we can buy Tiamat. This is really good. This is pretty much just gonna carry us into like the mid game until we can finish Hydra and start sacking that. Yeah, after that first clear, you don't really have to pay attention to your ghouls as much. It is kind of important, so you just gotta understand the mechanics of it. So all the big monsters in the camps are gonna drop a grave for your ghouls, and all the small monsters, when you kill with Q, are gonna drop a grave. And then after you have 3 graves, you can then summon them with your Q, or you can summon them with your E as well. We tried to get the gank here on the Gragas, but we're just not able to catch him. He did have that ward there, so he knew we were coming. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Eve is pretty weak early on, so you do want to play aggressively into her, especially pre-sits. You just want to delay her sits as long as possible, and Yorick is a very, very good champion for this, because ideally you would like to roam, invade with your ghouls up, but yeah, this Eve goes mid again. She actually gets the Ori. We try to save Ori, but we're not able to actually save her. We flash to secure the kill on Gragas. We know that Eve is going to be walking towards our minions here, so we're just going to keep walking with her while autoing her down. And once we get that E onto her, the slow plus our approach velocity is going to allow us to close the gap to secure the kill. We could greed here and look for her cruds top lane, but because our camps are about to respawn, we're just going to go back into our jungle and start clearing again. Yeah, you don't want to be too greedy in the game. You just kind of want to get what the game is giving you. So don't be too greedy. Don't overextend. Just stay within your limits, and you should be fine. So looking here, we're just gonna do our normal clear rotation. Yeah, at this point we're pretty far ahead of the Eve, so we don't really need to worry about too much. We can start playing a little more aggressively. Once we have R here, we're definitely just going to keep farming and farming and farming and just making sure we're just getting as much gold and experience as possible. It's a little bit weird of a rotation here. I mean, usually you'd be ending off your clear here at race, but because we stopped mid lane, we're gonna have to back to get back to the other side of the map for Rift. So I like to prioritize Rift over the first drag because Rift can just kind of you can get first tower pretty easily with Rift, and it's a little bit faster to take as well. So we actually stopped this E from starting the Rift, which is good. Yeah, she has vision on all of this, so we're gonna go try to clear out this ward here, but because we have Hydra, the splash damage starts Rift, and to be honest, this is a pretty risky Rift to take. Our mid's behind and our top lane's not in lane, so we're just gonna have to rush it, coin flip it, and luckily we do. We are able to get the Rift. Good way to secure that Rift is make sure when its back is open, you just kind of walk, control the back, you auto it, and then with Smite, you're able to secure it pretty easily. So we see the Eve, she's going to rush towards the drag. I mean, don't worry, this is perfectly fine. You can trade the Rift for first drag, that's normal. You'd like to Ori to play a little more passively there with Eve sitting in the river. Yeah, don't worry about this first drag. It is important if you can grab it as it first spawns, then go for it, but it just takes too long as one person. You usually need your team to commit on it, and I mean, sometimes they just don't have that much time, and it really doesn't gain you that much. So E decides to actually gank bot instead of going into her John. We see that she was half health, and we had our maiden, so we're just gonna play really aggressively into her. So she gets the kill bot lane, but bot lane's able to trade it back on the Bane, which is good for us. So we're gonna be looking to drop Rift here. We're gonna drop Rift before we start any fights. That way we can get the Rift off as soon as possible. I don't know what was going on with this character. I mean, maybe he DC'd or something. But yeah, we're gonna clean up the kill there, and yeah, I like to usually drop the Rift mid, but you just kind of have to play it by, you know, what the map is like, what the game is like. So we're actually able to get the first tower, which is really good for us. We have 4 kills. We're able to finish our Hydra and pick up the last Whisper. So you'll notice I do back and really for only big buys only. It's not really something I do on purpose. It's just you're so busy on the map. You just want to make sure that you're just keeping yourself busy and occupied, and that's how you just keep securing gold. We have a really big lead right now, so we're not really looking to engage on anything. So we're trying to tell our Garen and like leave. Like we want no parts of this fight in the river. I mean, look at that. Yeah, we're not gonna even bother wasting our time to try and save them. That was a really bad fight. Just be careful when you're doing stuff like this because your team can, this can lead your team to start trolling you. I mean, my best advice is probably to just ignore it. I play with my chat off, I play with pings off, and I just ignore it. You don't want to get to their level. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to validate their responses. Sometimes you do need to respond because they'll just, you know, spiral down, but luckily nobody cared that I just completely ignored them, and we get another full clearance to East John. But yeah, we see bot lane overextended like that. We just go get the free double kill. That's our 6th kill. And like I said, at this point we have such a huge advantage that we don't really need to even do anything out of the ordinary to win the game. We're just gonna win naturally. We're up 3k gold. I think a lot of people, especially in low elo, forget that you know, they try to rush the end of the game, but it just takes a minute. So yeah, we see the Gratis overstay mid, so we're just gonna flash E, and like I was saying earlier, with approach velocity, especially after you get Serrator's Grudge, that's slow, and with approach velocity, it's just gonna allow you to secure a lot of kills. So we already got our Smite evolved very early in the game. It's good. We see Garen take a bad trade, so we're just gonna go up top to try and save him. Pretty lucky Timo didn't have his flash here, and we're able to get that kill. And so you see, we're already, 8 kills in the game, 15 minutes in. We're level 12. We finished our smite. Uh, yeah, so we're just gonna do the rift. We lost our minions there, so we're gonna do rift a little bit slower. But you can see, you do rift so much faster than you do drag. I really, to be honest, I really don't really prioritize drag like that. It is important, especially the second one right now. The second one's very, very, very important. But if their team was any good, you just have to accept that they would just already be grouped on the drag and they'd be gone. But their team is kind of decides to stay bot to fight to get more kills, and that works perfectly for us because we're able to get our clears off, and then we just kind of sit here and wait, see what they're doing. We see them go on the drag, and we're just trying to trap them inside the pit. Yeah, we're really fed right now. I mean, we're at almost 250 AD, and it's only 16 minutes in the game, so yeah. Take the drag, and of course, we killed Eve, so that means we gotta go check her John again. Lucky us, she hasn't cleared any of her camps. So that's not the most ideal rift, but we're just rifting like that so we can get some pressure off the James mid. Um, Luckily, their tower down there was low enough so the rift could take it. And yeah, so we're 10-0. We got 700 bounty, and we're 3 items and 3 complete items, 17 minutes in the game. So yeah, this is kind of, prototypical. I'm telling you guys, even without, the kills, Yorick is pretty much this strong. Once he gets to the 2 items, the Soratas and Hydra, as long as you're keeping stats on those, you're going to be pretty strong. Yeah, so we see the Eve here bot side, so of course we're just going to check her top side, done, and yeah, we get more camps. And we have timers on all of this. I mean, usually I would just, continue to farm like this. But with my mythic and 3 items, I figured we could probably reach an end game here. So that's what we're gonna try to go for. You can't just ARAM mid when you're trying to end the game. You gotta kind of push out the side lanes, and so that's exactly what I just did there. And they send 3 people to rotate, so they probably send too many people to, handle one wave, and they take it really, really slow, which allows us to get this in-hit tower. And once this tower is down, I mean, as long as you're staying in the wave and getting minions, it's pretty easy for you to, keep up your damage, because you're just going to get duels from the minion wave. And so yeah, we get the triple kill, very easy. Like I said, we're almost at like 480, 20 minutes in the game. It's not even 20 minutes in the game. And it's pretty free. It's a freebie. And kind of how dominating Yorick Jungle can be. I know this game went by kind of quick, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll leave a link to all the post game stats as well. That's gonna do it for me, guys. Peace.